Did I do it right?
You're gonna have to make use of.
Okay. Next time, Gouda.
That looks good.
Welcome back to BonAppekit, where we make all of your dreams in the kitchen come true. Come along with us today as I show you how to make what I already know is your favorite restaurant bread. It is the Red Lobster Cheddar Bay Biscuit. And you'll be surprised how easy this is to do. I was even able to sneak in a secret ingredient. Step 1, get yourself some of all of this. Oh wait, it's censored. Hey Carrie, what's the only type of biscuit that can fly?
Don't know.
A plain biscuit. Step 1 is to sift 2 cups of all-purpose flour into a large mixing bowl. Sift, sift, sift. Sing the sifting song. Whistle while you sift. To that, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic, and a whole teaspoon of cayenne pepper, as some like it hot. And then crank in some fresh ground salt. Take a fork or a whisk, your choice, or a finger. But wash your hands first. Let's give these a quick forkening until you got a nice uniform consistency. Our secret ingredient is some local honey instead of sugar. So put about a tablespoon of honey in there, and I think that's really going to add some depth to the sweetness of this recipe. I have some cold butter here. This is a whole stick of cold butter cubed, for those of you who are writing this down. And I'm just going to cut those in with my pastry knife. And you don't want to go as far as a wet sand consistency. You still want some large pebbles, almost pea-sized pieces of butter in these biscuits. Because as you know, in the baking process, that butter will evaporate, leaving behind a cavitation in the gluten structure of your flour networks. Is that believable? That sound like science? I found out if it just sounds like science, you're gonna get away with it these days. Research says, studies show that the studies that we paid to show this showed this. Just take a peek around. You've got some large lumps, little lumps, and that's where you want to leave it. You don't want to overwork this. And you don't want to overthink it. So grab your grandma's wooden spoon. We all know you got one. Pour in 1 whole cup of buttermilk. And then really just toss this together for about 10 seconds. We're not looking to make a dough per se. You know, biscuits are a short dough. So when this gets kind of shaggy, I'm going to encourage you to stop messing with it. I'm going to run this extra sharp cheddar through the small side of my box grater because I want it to integrate into that dough really easily and really quickly. Because it increases the surface area of the shreds. This would be a great time for me to forget to remind you all to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. I'm just gonna go ahead and go over the top of all of that. Oh boy, this is the good part, isn't it? Come back with grandma's spoon and just fold that into your dough. We chilled this a little while we were waiting for our oven to preheat, and now I'm going to show you how to shape these biscuits. Now, the pro tip, there's 2 schools of thought regarding this. Now, the first school of thought is to flour everything, and the other school of thought is to keep everything wet. So today we're going to keep everything wet. I've got my ice cream scooper here. I'm going to keep that wet. Get my fingers wet. Take a scoop of our biscuit dough, and you see how it just didn't stick to nothing. And that's just exactly what you want your biscuit to look like, I believe. This recipe's supposed to make 12 biscuits. And look how easily that just fell out of that scoop. So let's go ahead and lather, rinse, repeat until you got your 12 biscuits. Hey Carrie, comment below if you've ever eaten a lobster. Comment below if you've ever had a biscuit. We're gonna sling these in our 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna check them at 12, I'm gonna check them at 15, and if they're not golden brown by then, I'll check them again at 17 minutes. Sit tight and I'll show you what to do in the meantime. Hey Carrie, what made the biscuit blush?
I don't know.
It's all the butter.
Excuse me?
The
Beep.
butter. It's a butt joke. So in the meantime, I'm going to melt these 3 extra tablespoons of butter. A hunk of butter. With another maybe half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Then over here, we'll be chopping down just a few leaves of fresh parsley, no biggie. You can use dried parsley if that's what you have in your house. Oh, you want me to show you super secret ninja style?
Okay.
All right, let's do super secret ninja style. You get everything lined up, get it all real close together, because this method is going to take a lot of your secret ninja powers. So you start with your knife on one side of your herbs. Get your hand on top to hold that down, and there you go. That's beast mode for mincing herbs. And you can go back in the other direction.
Nobody gets hurt.
It's kind of like an automatic water sprinkler.
Except the living parsley.
Give Dad a little stirring in. That gets a pinch of salt. Just a few cranks.
Because it's unsalted butter.
And all of that parsley. Just give those a whisking. And here is your authentic Red Lobster biscuit glaze. We're doing it? Let's check and see what I did. What do you think?
Cheddar Bay biscuits, baby!
I think those are done.
Can you get out of the...
Whoa, look what I just pulled out of the oven.
Oh!
How did we do? Is that what they look like at Red Lobster? Alright, now here's the pro tip.
It smells so good.
Alright, let's make a mess. Get your biscuit based and baste your biscuits.
Happy little biscuit.
Just paint little happy little parsley and butter glaze on top of your hot, fresh, piping hot cheddar biscuits. I'm so happy with these biscuits. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Get a little parsley on that one. And make a little happy little tree line on the ridge of this biscuit mountain. I'm going to paint y'all into Cheddar Biscuit Mountain now. A little more parsley on that one too. Just a little twist. And take your parsley green and your butter yellow and mix them together. Did I do it right?
You're gonna have to make use of.
Okay. Next time, Gouda.
That looks good.
Step 1, the biscuiting. Alright, just break one of them open. That steaming cheesy goodness. I was going to talk more about this, but
You're gonna cry.
excuse my poor table manners, but I got a little carried away with these Copycat Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits. Smooth cheddar cheese with a hint of honey and that Cayenne heat all come together in a biscuit that just can't be beat. As always, this has been BonAppekit. Feel free to like, subscribe, share us around, leave any recipes you'd like to see us make in the future in the comments below, and God bless. Hey, Carrie, what made the biscuit get a job?
I don't know.
It wanted to earn some dough.
Oh,
Of course.
Yeah.
What? Are we on? Welcome back to BonAppekit, where we make all of your dreams in the kitchen. This just got a little ahead of myself. Come along with us today as I show you how to make your favorite restaurant food breadsticks.
Cheddar biscuit. This is a scary movie.
Give those a quick. Can I tell you about the mashed potatoes? How you want tell you how I basted the turkey. I have the power. Oh, sorry. What?
Oh, God.
What?
That guy.
What guy?
Scary movie.
Is that all you can think about?
Oh.
What was he saying about the biscuits? I can't remember.
Do you want me to cut it for you?
Now when the potatoes get done, that's when I go in with my little finger here and give it a squish. Anyway, are we ready for the main attraction?
Mm-hmm.
Frozen cheese? I'm kidding.
Really?
Did you know that Guy Fieri wasn't even eating the food on Diners, Drive-In, and Here's a fun one. Comment below if you know how big a cat head is.
What?
It's a measurement in the South. It's like a dollop or... Like, you know, up north you have a Steitz or a Spritz.
A mess?
A Schmier.
A whole mess?
A whole mess.
Whatever.
A whole hot mess.
The measurements from my grandmother that were
A
dictated.
smidge.
A mess of olives